and broken up and whatever. And that would be even different in your house. Like, it's so interesting the way the houses are formed. And our house here is brick, double brick. So it has 2 layers of brick. Whereas I know in the US, a lot of them are timber builds. Is that right?
Yeah. Like they'll use the studs and then they'll put the brick over it,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yep.
Some of the older houses you'll find. Also, it's really easy to point out when a house was built in the era of air conditioning because
Yeah.
less windows, the floor plans, all that kind of stuff, and the shape is just so significantly different. Because before they would design houses and put windows and build hallways to kind of like create cross breeze and stuff,
Yeah.
so they could cool their houses off a lot easier. So
Wow.
it's really interesting. I like
And
houses.
no, but this is what I was going to ask. Is that interest of houses? That's such a great segue. Interest. What happened just then? Did you just get the jalapeno?
The jalapeno.
So did that interest in houses? That's definitely given you, like with The Sims, it's such an amazing way to involve like video games in your community into that building, and has that like played a big role in what you do with The Sims?
It really has. Like I've always been backing up. Like when I grew up, or where I grew up, where my family currently lives now, um, is the birthplace and the living place of a really famous architect. And so I kind of grew up with all these really cool buildings, and like my high school was always like we always talked about it.
Yep.
Like you see all these cool houses that were built either by him or inspired by him, or
Okay.
people like his uh, apprentices, I guess you want to call
Yeah.
them.
Yep.
So I've always kind of had like a knack or like a flavor, like
A
like
flair. Yeah.
interest in that, like a flair
Yeah.
for it.
Yep.
But what really, really set it off for me was, oh my God, we have a shaker. Sorry. um, I just noticed it. It's on the fridge for some reason. Anyway, anyway, it's fine. Mason jars are good.
Oh no, it's much more fancy. It's much more hipster.
So what really set it off is actually we were doing something in The Sims called the Decades Challenge, and basically like you kind of had like you start off in the 1890s, and you had to like build your house
To that
in
style.
that decade, to
Yeah.
that style.
Yep.
And that's when I really, really dove into it, is because I was doing all of these really period specific builds. And I'm like, wait, this is good. I like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was kind of cool.
Amazing.
History.
All right, so we're going to get
Yeah.
our dough out, and we're going to cut it into quarters.
We're doing the pasta.
Yes, pasta dough. Yep.
Okay, mine hasn't like risen at all. Is that okay?
So yeah, that's no. So it won't have risen because it has no yeast or
Moisturizing.
anything. It'll just kind of if you start to touch it, it'll be softer. Hey, look how great that looks. Does it feel softer than before you were kneading it? How it was a lot firmer?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
perfect. So what we want to do is we want to cut it into quarters, into
Okay.
4 fourths, and then put the three other quarters away, or the other pieces to the side. And you don't want to let them dry out, because as the dough gets drier, it gets like more brittle, and so it's harder to shape.
Okay.
Fabulous. Nice.
I'm just kind of showing you.
Fabulous. Yep, fantastic. So cover your other pieces with like a cloth or something.
Okay.
And with your pasta maker, you should have like a dial on the side. And you want to put
it's
it
like
on
the
level
thickness?
1. Yeah, yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So you want to put it on
I also have, like, a
the
little
widest setting. It might be probably a level 1.
Yeah. They also have like hook me up with a clamp. But yeah, it's on
that's
one
good.
right now.
Say that again.
So we're secure.
Yep. So it
it
should
is
be
on
secure.
level 1.
Level 1. All right. So what you want to do is, do you have a rolling pin?
Yes.
Yes. Just grab that.
I
I'll
want to
grab
get
mine
a
as well.
marble one. I want to get a marble one really bad.
Fancy.